What's poppin', everybody? Saber Final 4, the latest set, Paldea Evolved, is out, and we're going to be showing some new decks. I decided to try and use the Chien-Pao water deck, I guess, with the Stage 2, what's your name, Baxcalibur, I guess based on the Excalibur sword, kind of a name. But anyway, this is your typical Rain Dance style of a deck, you know, featuring a Stage 2 Pokemon that gives you energy acceleration. This card was super cold. As often as you like, you can attach basic water energies from your hand to one of your Pokemon. It's the same thing as Rain Dance Blastoise, you know, Inferno Fandango Embor, Magnezone cards. A lot of cards over the years come out with this sort of effect. Even a Hydreigon. Too bad I couldn't really utilize that one very well. Anyway, so that's what this card does. HP is mediocre for these times, I would say, but I guess in their mind is standard, 160 HP. And then the Buster Tail is also a terrible attack, 130. Not even gonna get 2-hit KOs on V-Stars and EXs. But anyway, it's what he has. I guess the only good thing about it, you could say, is that against wall Pokemon, this might be a bit usable, because I don't have any other counters for that. But the main attack we want to take advantage of course, is this Chien-Pao EX. Kind of a cool looking, like tiger Pokemon, I guess. You can only see its face, but I'm guessing it's some sort of like a beast thing with those ice fangs, swords coming out. Kind of unique. Now, this Pokemon, its attack isn't the greatest, but because it has such a great ability, all of a sudden that multiplier, you know, it's almost deceptive at times 60. So you discard water energies attached to your Pokemon, this guy, or you're benched. It's not like Rayquaza EX. You can discard from anywhere. And then for each energy you discard, times 60 damage. So basically, if you discard 3, you do the 180 that Rayquaza EX used to do. Get those 1-hit KOs on EX Pokemon during the Black and White and X and Y era. But that's not good enough anymore. We gotta be doing at least 300 damage to KO V-Stars. And you gotta discard 5 energies for that. 4, you do 240, you take care of some of the standard EXs, I guess. So you're discarding a lot more than you used to. The benefit, though, of using this card, besides the average multiplier, is that if it's active, you can use Shivery Chill and grab 2 water energies directly from your deck to your hand. So a free Professor Letter, built-in energy grabbing, and essentially it's like free damage for this guy. It's almost like, yeah, take 2 energies off from my attack for that 120 damage. So I don't really know if I'm articulating it very well, but it's really good. As long as you have your Baxcalibur out, and then you can do this, it's pretty much free damage. And you got water energies in your deck, of course. So we max this guy out. We want to open with him and start using his effect, grabbing energy cards. It actually might be a sound strategy to just run a bunch of switches in your deck, and kind of like how, you know, the Comfy decks work. Stellar Wish Jirachi used to work, where you use a bunch of switches and scoop up nets, those types of cards all day, to keep using an ability like this one. Could be something sound. I mean, switching a bunch of times, gathering the water energies, and then being ready. But I have a few different cards to, I guess, maybe make use of this combo. But it's not like a once per turn thing. It's for each card. So if you use this effect and then you switch somehow, you can grab 2 more water energies, and then it becomes kind of busted. But anyway, that's all it does. Weakness to metal, I guess standard HP at 220 for an EX. That's fine, I suppose. Double retreat, standard stats, and that's about it. I guess for the rest of the Baxcalibur line, I didn't talk about this, but we are running 3. 4 might be overkill, but you can do 4 if you like. You just need 1 or 2, you know, 1 to get the effect off, and then the second one is backup. Anything more than that is extra luxury. So I do 3. Should be good enough. And then we got the Stage 1, the Actibax. Very unimpressive card, but gotta have a Stage 1 for Stage 2. And then 4 of the Frigibax, this little, I mean, it almost looks like a little dinosaur frog, dragon looking thing, but anyway, it's the basic form. It's kind of annoying that it has double retreat. I mean, just 70 HP basic small Pokemon. Why you gotta have 2 retreat? You're horrible enough as it is. But these are the only ones around. It's this guy's first print line coming in the game. Alright. Now, I've got a few other Pokemon here that are kind of meant as support, to be honest. I've got Suicune V. You don't really need this guy as an additional attacker, but because he's a V Pokemon, I want to have a few targets to squeeze in the Forest Seal Stone card to just have a computer switch, basically. And I guess if we open with this guy, he is a decent opener too. Then you draw cards. And then a Blizzard Rondo. You can do a lot of damage. Obviously, if you have a bunch of Pokemon, you and your opponent, you don't discard energy, which maybe can be handy. Different weakness as well, 210 HP. It's not so good, I'd say. Even 220, people can get easy one-hit KOs. Weakness to lightning too, I mean. But I couldn't really think of any other better alternative. I didn't want to run any useless stuff. It would be great if we had double V right now. I would really love to have that. But we don't. That's too bad. God damn it, they reprinted that card so many times, but it's with the new rules with rotations, with the little letter icons and stuff. It's kind of a shame. Could have been in the format around still. But anyway, so that's Suicune. And then Luminion V, giving me the supporter from the deck, you know, play this down and get a supporter consistency. Plus, it is a V and a water Pokemon. So I can fetch this with Irida, and obviously it's compatible with the Forest Seal Stone. I know there's the new card, the little parrot bird thing, that's basically the Dene GX. You can use this in this deck if you want to, but I think I'd rather use Luminion V in this deck. I mean, it gives us multi-purpose. You can even attack with it too. So might as well. I'd rather have this, I'd say. Plus, it pisses me off what they've done with that Dene GX, Dene EX, yeah, Dene GX rip-off bird. They're gonna have to change the rules, or I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I mean, I don't play Expanded, but it's basically gonna be the same thing. People are gonna be running the Dene GX and the new bird Pokemon now, and all the other shit, Crobat, what have you. It's annoying stuff. I mean, it defeats the purpose of the rotation if you're gonna give these guys the same abilities and they can stack and expand it when they're not supposed to be stacking. Anyway, I digress. So that's Luminion V, and then the last two Pokemon, regular Pokemon, we got the Radiant Greninja as my Radiant card. I couldn't really think of any other card to include. Serena doesn't make a lot of sense. These guys don't have that much HP to tank. And this guy can help us draw cards. You do got to be a little bit careful. I don't want to be dumping water energies all day like in other decks. But sometimes it might just help you out with that draw. He can be a sniper too, doing like 180 total, two different Pokemon. You never know. I mean, probably not really going to utilize it, but I just have it, I guess, just in case. You can take it out, put something else. But we got our Radiant slot. I thought, I don't want to dismiss it. And then the Manaphy, Bench Protection, another water Pokemon. Why not have it? That's it. Now then, trainer cards. This is where things get, well, maybe interesting is a strong word to say, but we do have a lot of new additions, courtesy of the new set. So, item cards, first and foremost, I do the double level ball, and then I got ×4 nest ball as well, 6 ball cards, and then I guess 7 with the ultra ball. Gotta get those basic Pokemon, gotta get the little small, what's your name, Frigibaxes, gotta get a bunch of these. Gotta get our basic Chien-Pao X's, gotta set up our dudes. Irida can help too, but you kinda wanna save this and get like an evolution water Pokemon, because it's just a lot better this way. It's the main appealing thing of this card, especially in our deck right now. Just a great way to get your stage 2 and get a rare candy, instantly evolve. So awesome. But gotta have a lot of balls to get our guys. Ultra ball, discard outlet, just one of these, it's okay. It's not gonna be too bad. Get a stage 2 instantly, because we don't have incense. Can get me anything though, can get Luminion, it's good stuff. We got the 4 rare candy to get the stage 2 out. Standard cards once again. And then I do one of the energy search. It might be kind of silly to see this in this deck when Chien-Pao can get 2 water energies, but this is still a deck thinner card, you know, item card, can get you an additional water energy. It might be, maybe you can just drop this and then run a second switch, so you can just, if you have a bunch of Chien-Paos, you can just use a switch for no reason and get 2 water energies. It might be better this way, but because sometimes I might be a dumbass, I made the deck and used it like this, so I'm gonna show you guys matches. I mean, I don't want to make changes and then you guys see, wait a minute, why did you take out the energy search? So we're gonna use it like this. By no means is my deck gospel. It's still, the set just came out, we're still learning things, working things out. And but it's how I've built the deck, how it's working for me. It works. But you could take this out for more switches and do what I said in the beginning. We do have a different card that's going to help us do the little switching thing, and it's the Skater's Park. This can help out your opponent as well, but it's a stadium. I need a counter stadium, and this combos with what we're trying to do as well. So when you retreat a Pokemon, instead of losing the energies, they go back in your hand. This is pretty good because we can retreat, not lose the energies, retreat to another Chien-Pao, grab more water energies, and then attach them right back with our stage 2, and then it's just great. And it's just really nice not losing energy sometimes when you retreat. It's just beautiful. So this is the counter stadium. But yeah, I mean, energy search, you might want to take it out. The thing is with energy search is that, of course, if you only have one of your guys and then having an extra switch doesn't matter, you know, this is going to work better, I suppose. So it's not like it's completely useless. Anyway, we got the 1-of Forest Seal Stone. Self-explanatory. I mean, I can still use a vstar power in the format, so use this to get a free search, really strong. We got a few energy recovery cards, as you need to have in these types of decks. Got energy retrieval. This is solid, the standard. +1, get 2 free energies from your discard pile, no cost. And then you got the superior energy retrieval. Discard 2, you grab 4, kind of a heavy duty card, but can get more energies this way. I've always preferred this energy retrieval, to be honest. I don't want to be discarding my resources so much, especially in a deck like this, but you don't have stuff you want to discard. I would like to have Fisherman, but it's not around right now. I would squeeze that card in too, but superior energy retrieval is gonna be effective as well. Just 1 is okay. And the 3 energy retrievals. I guess you could do the energy recycler too, get the energies back in the deck, because this guy lets you grab them from the deck. That could work, but we want to do the surefire, the sure thing with the energy retrievals. Look how pretty they are, these Ancient Origins secret rares. Gotta love them. Right. And the switch, kind of touched upon it a little bit. I got 1 of these. It's not like we want to switch around all day, and then with our stadium we can switch for free. I mean, as long as you have energies to spare, decks like these, switching isn't that big of a problem. I mean, this guy, he does have only 2 retreat too, so it's a much better improvement over a Pokemon like Emboar and Blastoise. So, you know, it's not like you can get stuck. You can just sacrifice 2 energies, and yeah, you're losing energies, but you can retreat without being unable to attack if you got energies with the other dudes. Anyway, any other cards that I've missed? I got this 1-of trekking shoes as well. Another card that maybe you can take out for switches. Do what I said with the switch combo with Chien-Pao. But this is just another good little thinner card, like a mini supporter card. Draw a card. If you happy, you don't care about it, you can discard it. You can just discard it, draw another one, deck thinner card. And if you really want it, you can still get it. So it's nice. 1 of these. And I think that about covers it for the item cards. Now for the supporter cards, we got this brand new card that I've been waiting for it to come out. Basically N in the bitch form. So this Iono card is a little weird ass looking chick with this hair and clothes. Doing a lot of weird designs, Pokemon nowadays, worrying me, but this little chick is basically N with a slightly different effect. In the sense that if your opponent, I mean, I guess it works the same, the way they worded it, if your opponent has no hand. nothing was gonna happen anyway like the old N. So I guess maybe it's just the words, but basically this is Rocket's admin / N. It's good. In the early game we can draw 6 cards, and then it's a disruption card mid to late game. Perfect, what we need in the format. At the very least, we needed a card that's just solid for shuffle and draw. I mean, I've used Copycat, I used Shauna, but this is just better, more consistent. I'd rather have this. So we're maxing it out, and got the double Copycat too as well still. Using this as opposed to Shauna. It's a little bit silly to have Shauna when we got this guy out now, or this girl. But yeah, Copycat, and then I got double Professor Research. Lots of draw, discarded, but gotta be a little bit careful. We don't want to be discarding valuable things. It's just always gonna be fucking shit when you gotta use this in discard, like energy retrievals, stage 2. I mean, energy retrievals is the biggest thing you don't want to lose with this card. It's not even like the stage 2. Maybe you can get by if you discard one of those guys, but this, if you have to discard one of these, it really becomes very shit. Or just 2 or more. But we gotta have him. I mean, hopefully I just don't see him at the wrong time. And then the other supporters, I mean, it's the Irida. I briefly talked about it. It's just awesome getting water Pokemon and an item card. It's like Skyla with an extra bonus for our water deck. And boss's orders, use it at the right time to win the game. That's it. So these are the trainer cards, and then 12 water energies, just a solid amount. Have enough to just use, have around, grab with Chien-Pao, and just hopefully get by. And this is the deck. Freeze, Mark, ass whooping. Couldn't let me just put the whole thing. I guess you don't have enough space. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to show you guys matches as I always do. And who knows, in the future I might make some changes. There's a lot of different cards we can use from this Paldea Evolved set. It's really nice, I will admit. With Pokemon TCG Live, we can make decks a lot easier now. I got all of these like gems and stuff. I can make like the Tyranitar deck. I can craft a lot of different cards. And it's just easy. So that's excellent. But this is the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Share this video with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. What-ay?